Good morning, everybody. Aigey here, and today I want to talk to you about the one, the only spaghetti noodle monster of the skies, Aurelion Sol, or I should say the stars. That would make more sense. But I want to talk about what you guys actually think about this champion in general. Some of you may think that he is the most busted over P champion in the world. Some of you may think he's rather lackluster. However, in a comment below, I want to hear what your all's opinion is on the new champion that came out recently. My personal opinion on this champion is that he's pretty all right. He's okay. He's not the best. He's not going to have the best engage. He's not going to have the best disengage when it comes to early gameplay, but his ultimate seems like it could be pretty strong and a pretty big game changer depending on the way that you use it based on his orbiting stars. Now, the way that Aurelion Sol works differently than other champions I've seen is it basically feels like he's a different kind of singed. You're not necessarily going to try and up and auto attack them. You're not going to try to actually get close to them. You're constantly playing this game of keep away from the enemy, essentially. And then you do specific things when you want them to get close to you that will stun them or CC them in one way or another. So it feels like a different sort of singed, essentially. Some people may say, oh no, that this champion is nothing like singed, but from my own personal experience and opinion, I feel that this champion does indeed feel a little bit like singed, which may be completely incorrect, but just from my personal experience, the kind of build that you may take on him with the Rod of Ages and Aurelize is two of the items that you can get definitely on singed as well. Just, it seems like he feels like a different variation of that champion. Now, I really want to hear what you guys have to say, so go ahead, leave a comment below. I will read over them. I will definitely reflect on them and at least read them and give them a thumbs up to let you know that I've read them if I don't actually get a chance to respond at the current time. But of course, I will read over as many and as much of them as I can and respond to as many as much as I can, like I always do, because again, I always love hearing what you guys have to say. But that's just one of the topics I want to talk about today. Another thing I want to let you guys know is about that. Yes, I am working on another How to Champion.mp4, one of my most popular series since the Every X Player be like, and I want to keep it going and I want to keep it good. So I'm actually taking a bit of time of trying to come up with better ideas for the series and come up with champions, which today I'm going to reveal two of the potential champions that I want to work with. Those champions being How to Heimerdinger.mp4 and also How to Zed.mp4. So one of those two will be of the picking. Of course, I'll do a poll. You guys can pick below. Again, follow the Google link if you want me to either do A, Heimerdinger, or B, Zed as the next MP4. And of course, I need to just work on coming up with good memes, good jokes to throw into the video, some cute editing here and there that'll make the video just more fun to watch, and of course, having the right kind of music and feel for the particular video. Moving on from that, I want to talk about another game, not necessarily League of Legends or something like, you know, a shooting game like The Division, which I've played recently. I want to talk about a game that I think would actually have the potential to make you better League of Legends players. Now, the game that I actually want to talk to you guys about is from a very small company in Sweden called Frog Song Studios, and they came up with a game called Spellsworn. Not Pellsworn or Bellsworn, because there was a bit of confusion in the last video that I did that was kind of like this, where I talked about the potential of playing this game, but the actual name is Spellsworn. I've given it to a few people in Challenger, and I've even done so more since the last Saturday when I talked about this game in particular. I've given it to more people, and they're like, man, this has really helped me with my skill shots. This has helped me with my positioning. This has helped me with my decision making. While all in all, it's not particularly the same game as League of Legends. However, it does teach you to think more methodically about how you're going to approach something based on what you have. And with the freedom and flexibility of the kind of kits that you can prepare for yourself, you develop different playstyles immediately, and then you have to adapt to them quickly enough to be able to survive a slowly diminishing stage while also trying to outplay the people around you. So Spellsworn has, and I think would be a very good addition to your library to not only have something fun to play with your friend or a few other friends that you may potentially meet, since the game is so small that you can just easily join in on a different server and play with people. But I honestly believe it. And I'm telling you, this is not a sponsored video from Spellsworn, I promise you. And even more so, they saw one of the videos I created and they wanted to give out some keys, and they gave me a bunch of keys. So now I want to stream the game to prove my point further that I think it would be a great game to help you with League of Legends while also letting you guys play with me on stream, and it'll be great fun. And I want to try and do it this Saturday. I might make an announcement for it this Saturday. Who knows? But for now, I definitely want to let you guys know that Spellsworn is hugely a thing in my book, and I think that you guys would have an absolutely wonderful time playing it. So I want to throw that out there, and I want us to play it, and I want it to be great. Aside from that, I've been playing on my Platila account. It's my Dormiebuck account. I've been trying to play a lot more Zyra in it, and then suddenly, like the past 2 games that I played on it, something happened. Something that I never thought would happen. Somebody first picks Zyra on the enemy team. I haven't seen that in a long time. I was baffled at first, and I was like, all right, whatever, you know, it happens. And then, you know, we won the game. It was okay. I was playing Brand that game. I didn't do too hot. My team carried me. It was great. It feels great. If your team carries you, just pat them all on the back and be like, go carry me. Thank you. I appreciate it. It happens. There's going to be games where you just do bad. I believe that. And the 40-40-20, I'll discuss that with you guys later on, what that is actually all about. But holy goodness, did I not see somebody picking Zyra come. So it happened, and I was like, okay, whatever. So the game went well. Then what happened is the very next game, somebody first picks Zyra again. So I was like, all right, it must be the same guy from last game. This can't be happening. People are playing Zyra. And I was like, okay, whatever, it's whatever. So we go in the game. So I thought, assuming it's the same person, completely different person, not even the same person. I'm like, okay, whatever. So that's 2 games in a row where somebody picked Zyra support. They both lost, whatever. You know, they didn't know how to play Zyra that well, and that's okay. You know, just moving on to the next game. It's whatever. So I go on my main account and I start playing some games, and then people start picking Zyra, and I'm like, what's going on? At this point, I'm just weirded out. I'm like, why are so many people playing Zyra support suddenly? There's so many other supports that do her job better. I just like playing the champion because I just understand her so well. And, you know, I can't give her up because, you know, even though there are better champions like, you know, Janna, which I play into Zyra because it's like, you know, whatever. What's Zyra going to do against Janna? A whole bunch of damage? That's nice, dear. Like, she could just build a few tank items and just out heal you. Like, it's okay. I love Janna and I love Zyra. I usually play Zyra a lot. I play a lot of Zyra into Blitzcrank. I play a lot of Zyra into Thresh, a lot of hook champions because you can block with your plants. But when it comes down to it, it's like I've just been weirded out by the fact that I've seen so much of Zyra lately across the few games that I've played recently, and it just doesn't make any sense to me. So I was thinking in my head, I was like, maybe somebody released some information about Zyra that makes her super busted. Because even at the end of the day, I've been seeing people start E on Zyra, which they've always been starting Q. I've always seen everybody start Q, but I've always been like, no, it's so much better to start E because then you get that free CC level 1, and then it slows as well, which helps your Leandries do extra damage based on slows and stuff like that. And it's just weird to me to see people playing the champion that I play so much when she's not even popular or in the meta currently. She hasn't been popular in the meta, I think, since she won and got the SK Telecom skin, or since she was on the C9 for season 3, I believe, was the first time I saw the Zyra Ashe combo, and then it turned into the Vayne Zyra combo. So seeing her in recent games is just weird to me. And I'm wondering, have you guys seen Zyra a lot more than usual? I know I've seen her a lot, and I want to see what you guys have to say. But aside from that, TLDR, what are your opinions on Aurelion Sol? I think the champion's all right. I think he's okay. I think he needs a little bit of tweaking here and there, but he could probably be good for potential things. And then the wind up for having to initiate a team fight from base and float his way on over to wherever he needs to go is just kind of strange. And then aside from that, I think he's an alright champion. Playing Spellsworn on Steam and playing Spellsworn on stream and then giving out a bunch of codes so that we can all play it together, I think would be another fun thing. How to Heimerdinger or how to Zed poll, so go ahead and fill that out. Which one would you rather see, Heimerdinger or Zed? And then, of course, where's Zyra coming from? Why is she suddenly getting played? Or is it just a random, just out of nowhere, whatever just happened? You know, I want to hear what you guys have to say. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode of whatever it is I decide to do. All right, peace late, everybody.